upward view, as many maidens would be.
Good everyone, welcome back to Not In My Lifetime channel for a review of the Newcastle game on Saturday, and a genuine City chat, obviously for a good hour and a quarter, depending on how long it's going to be. Bevo, I'm a Bevo, mate. How you doing, mate? You doing good?
Yeah, really good.
Yeah, I mean, we'll get into the result in a bit, but to be fair, I'm not really, angry about it. I don't know about you, right? But I've seen the reaction some people on this game, and I think, Christ, it's just. I think a lot of people kind of assumes that I think we were instantly back this season. Like, I'm sorry, you can't go last season right after having a mentality drain of the entire squad and turn into an instant title favorite and title winning team straight away. It doesn't happen that quickly. And I think there's always going to be bumps in the road, like Newcastle, where you've got to learn from it and develop the team and mentality back again. I'm not saying it's an excuse, by the way. I'm just sort of saying that there's always going to be a bumps in the road. People weren't going to expect. I'm like, well, it's football. It's part of the game. You are going to lose games now and again. Doesn't mean you can't talk about it, criticize the players, as we will. Obviously, they didn't play very well in the game. But I just think people who just overreact and just get a bit over the top with how they criticise and sort of going into everyone is like, you need to sort of look at it a bit more analytically. Also with what, like 12 games into the season, so I'm not going to get too upset about it. But I get it, it's football. People want to sort of just have their say and have their opinion. That's completely fine. But before we get into that game, it's worth sort of doing a quick little advertisement. If that's the right word. I can't.
Mhm.
Yeah, of what were happening on Saturday for the Leeds game. Bear with me. I'm not very good at getting us up immediately, but on Saturday, Bevo's doing it. I would be there, but it's last minute kind of stub at Bevo. And is it Nick will be there with you? And Nat will be there with you on Saturday, I think.
Yeah, Nick will be there. Martin will be there from Mancunian Way. It doesn't matter the size. If anything, I would say the smaller the better. Really, obviously the smaller they are, the more I can get. I can get in the bagged and transported away. So, but anything will be gladly received as long as it's new. It has to be new. For obvious reasons, the places that are going to be receiving the donations don't accept second hand. So, they have to be new. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. Looking forward to seeing everyone's friendly faces. So I will be there from about 12:30 until just before kickoff, or maybe just after kickoff, depending on the amount of people still sort of coming in and things.
Yeah. Also, just want to say as well, apologies, there was meant to be a preview on Friday, but Bevan knows about this. I was not in a good place for a day. I mean, it's very rare I'm ever ill, isn't it, Bevan? I'm not ill very often. And when I
You're
am,
always ill.
oh, yeah, that's my mum more like, not me.
That's why we're never on the streams, because you're always
Yeah. That's the reason.
you always say, "Oh, I can't be bothered with these chat tonight,"
I'm out on the channel every now and again, which you're not around. Or the first night chat, but no, I don't often get ill a lot of the time. When I do, it does wipe me out sometimes. But I'm feeling a lot better now, which is good. I'm getting the strength back, the energy back, which is good. So, and also in good time as well, especially this week and now what's to come this week. So, it's good to sort of promote this out. Obviously, I'll do another promotion during a stream, obviously before Saturday as well. So we'll get it out there as well even more. Everyone who's been sharing it around, Martin, obviously Big Steve, and on Instagram, everyone, we do massively appreciate all the support, and it's been amazing. Beva's done a fantastic job. Again, obviously, the second part we've talked about before, we'll get to that after this is done. When we want this to be the focus first, we go on to the second part of what we want to do for this, obviously, in this charitable thing that we're trying to do. But again, for the moment, this is what we want to prioritize and focus on. But to everyone who's been supporting this, we do appreciate it massively. Really do. And big up 894 and NFC Food Bank as well for supporting us as well.
And also, and also the club. I don't think
Yeah.
people realise. Like I'm sure they probably do. I think it's more me that doesn't realise how big that is to have the club actually backing the idea. Because I came up with the idea, said that it was something that I wanted to do. I'm really passionate about it. Luke knows the personal reasons behind why.
Yep.
And I said, and I gave you a text, didn't I? I said, I want to do this idea. Would you mind if I use the podcast logo and things to promote it? So you were like, go for it. Sounds amazing.
Yep.
So it started off as just a bit of an idea, and I thought, maybe it's just going to be like we might be able to get ourselves into Mary D's or something like that and collect from there, or maybe just walk around the stadium and maybe ask a couple of people if they want to donate us. Like I genuinely didn't think it would get as big as it's got, and now the one post that I put out has had 71,000 views.
It's incredible.
It's had 71,000 views. The Manchester City Football Club are providing us with the equipment to do this and to make it possible. So if it wasn't for them, we wouldn't have a collection point. So again, thank you to everyone at the club that's backed it as well, because to get the club back in it, like, that is really big. That is a big deal.
Yeah, and also big up Nick as well for the support as well on this. Well,
and Nick and Dante as well, because obviously Nick's been the one that's been driving it from an 1894 side, but obviously he has to go through Dante and all the others as well for for approval. Big up MCFC Food Bank, who are also pushing it and promoting it and getting it out there. So gosh, you're completely right. All it needs is a little bit of courage and risk taking to provide initiatives like this. You're bang on. And the eventual idea, like the eventual plan for all of this, is to try and get this rolled out as many football clubs as possibly can around the Premier League. Like the fact that I don't think this has been done before. I've not seen it being done
not
before.
in this country, no, not in this country.
Not in this country. So if it can inspire other people at different clubs to up their game and do something similar, like, I'm all for it, and hopefully it can inspire just one person to do it. So let's hope.
Absolutely, yeah. And also, like I say, we've come up with a lot of good ideas, obviously, for this channel, what we want to do with it. And trust me, a lot of stuff long term we want to do for this channel. And I said the new year now more than anything else. We'll sort of get to that in the new year. But I think, but this is obviously the priority at the moment. It's what we wanted to do for this year, definitely. So if we can get this to be a yearly thing, I'm sure we'll be able to do that. Then, yeah, that's the main thing. That's the main plan.
I know I know what you're saying, Alf. The reason why I say it's not been done before is I want to try and inspire others to do it, because I'm really surprised that I don't think that it has, but I'm surprised that it hasn't. And also when I was doing the research on it and trying to sort of find out what people have done and like historically what people have collected and things, it's been really, really hard to, like, people that have been that I've spoken to that are going to be taking the donations. Like, I've been talking to them and they're saying, how many do you think that you're going to get? And I'm like, I don't know. Could be 10, could be 100, could be 1,000. Like,
hard to tell.
Absolutely no idea.
Yeah, hard to tell.
So that's been the hardest bit is not knowing, because, like, I've got a lot of places to donate to, all for the same cause, same reason, toy drive. But how many of these places are going to actually be able to receive? Am I going to have to look for other places? Like this is the point. I just don't know.
Yeah. So it's look. This is more like it's a test period, it's like a trial as well as the
This is
first
like a
time.
trial run. Yeah.
And look, as I said before, like if this goes really, really well, the club will do even more to help you out even more next year as well. So it just isn't. Look, at the end of the day, right? People want to help, and the best part is making it a success the first time round, and then after that, we build it bigger next year, keep making it bigger, and then that's all you can do. You can't really expect too much or go crazy on the first time round. You got to just the fact that you're doing it in itself is what is the most important thing. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
Yeah, right. But that's the promotion for it. We'll obviously do it in the stream as well, as we always would do as well. But we'll get into the game now. Positives out of the way, sadly. Now on to talking about the football club, the actual team. Now, finally, right. Let's do it. Right, before we start, big up everyone in the chat. Big up Adam, big up Kelly, big up DC as well. Big up Kelks as well. Yeah, trust me, we'll get into this as well because I've got a few things to say about the physicality of the team. Hold on, I'm getting through the comments. Big up Dash as well, mate. I'll be doing well, mate, as well. Yeah, I'm chill anyway with it all. I mean, I'm not happy we lost, but I'm not going to lose my head over things. It's November. We got a long way to go. Bear in mind, here's a stat, by the way, that I worked out today. Now, I know it's a bit odd being counting the first 19 games including the Community Shield, but I thought I could compare Liverpool, where Liverpool are right now, to where we were last year. We had won 11 games, drawn 3 and lost 5 in our first 19 games last season, or competitions. Liverpool won 10, lost 9. You think we're doing bad, mate? Last year, Liverpool doing far worse.
Do you know what? You know the human thumb. I forget what channel he's on. Liverpool.
Oh, Legenda, yeah.
He.
Oh my god!
he put a thing out, right? If Liverpool hadn't have scored those, the games that they scored last minute winners in. Like the Bournemouth game.
Bournemouth, Burnley.
Yeah, if they hadn't have got those last minute winners, yeah.
Adam, for God's sake.
That was the comment I was laughing at.
Yeah, so I saw it here.
Yes, DC, that's coming. There is a second part to this for people that aren't able to make it to the game.
Next week we'll reveal more on that one.
Yeah. We just need to get. I need to get this out of the way before I even think about focusing on the second part of it.
Yeah. Trust me, there will be a.
It'll be worth it. Yeah, definitely worth it. It's not for the same cause. It is a different cause, but it's equally as important and equally as nice. So
yeah.
What was I saying? Oh yeah, if they hadn't have scored those last minute winners in those games, Liverpool would currently be sitting in 19th place in the Premier League.
Yeah, because Wolves are shite. I'm sorry, mate. I didn't think it would be worse than Southampton last year, mate. But somehow Wolves have found a way. Like, how the hell has one team gotten worse than last year's embarrassment of a bottom team? Like, Wolves, they're bad, mate. That is a bad team, mate. 2 points in almost December.
I know.
That is baffling. That is.
Do you think they can surpass?
Do
you think that they can surpass the worst record ever set by? I think it was Southampton.
Derby. Southampton got 1 point more. No. They got their 1 point against who? Who do you think they got their point against?
Us probably, yeah.
That's Muggins. I knew it would be. Do
you think that they can get they can beat that record?
Well, mate, the way it's this is the thing, mate. People don't actually realise, right? Southampton actually had a win this time last year. They beat Everton 1-0, I think, in a really awful game. But they Wolves haven't got a win yet. 2 draws against Tottenham. Tottenham and who is it? It's gone from Vitor Pereira to Rob Edwards, Middlesbrough. like, like I've never seen a team so fall off. It's sad because I like Wolves as a club and also the fan base. So it's a shame that they're getting treated like this. It's a real shame.
Yeah.
But sadly, it's what happens when you have that ownership that don't know what they're doing. So, yeah. Anyway, let's get on to our game. Enough waffling about. I mean, we'll obviously right now. I'm watching the Everton game right now, as well as Babo right now. We're watching the game. That
Yeah,
Idris
I've got it on in the background. You can like see it just like there.
Yeah, that Idris Gay red card. By the way, what was he doing? I know it's a kind of weird red.
Slapping his own teammate.
Dude, of course, it's a red card. He's an idiot. He's like, come on, like he's seriously.
To be fair, if Everton somehow manage to keep this game as a win, it will. Oh, what a save! Jordan Pickford, what a save!
Mm.
What I would say, if they somehow manage to win this game still, the red card won't really be too much of an issue. But
No,
if they end up losing the game because of that red card, then
yeah, crazy. Also, people are
United so bad though.
I think about 11 or so subs away from 1.3k. So if you're new in the chat and subscribed yet, please give us a description if you possibly could. Help us get to 1.3k ASAP, and also leave a like on stream as well if you're new as well. We do appreciate it. Helps the algorithm out, helps us sort of get ourselves out there as well in the City community as well. Now, anyway, 20 minutes of chatting and no Newcastle review. So let's get into the Newcastle review. Right. Was it our worst game of the season? No. Villa was the worst game for me, or Tottenham was the worst game for me. This was more down to me to terrible finishing. The finishing.
I've got my own views on the game, which I'll come to after you've had yours.
Yeah. For me personally, this was down to bad finishing. Defensively wasn't perfect. I'm not gonna say it was either. But the finishing from Foden especially, Haaland should have scored, but Foden especially, I could not believe the misses we were doing. It was a very up and down game. I think Newcastle actually played really well. I think Harvey Barnes had at least more like 3 or 4 goals in that game rather than just 2. But I think our goalkeeper, and I'm going to say this right now, the disrespect in this fan base by a few people on Twitter, bring Trafford in because Donnarumma is doing this, doing that. You do not deserve Donnarumma. If you are literally crying because he's not saying every single shot going against him, then I'm sorry, you don't deserve him. You are waffling, chatting rubbish because your agenda against him from the moment he got to the football club, and you're waffling on about because he can't save. The guy can't save everything, mate. The guy has made unbelievable saves in that game. Look, he's for me the best keeper in the world, but the best keeper in the world can't save all the time. You've got to start putting the ball back in the net and win the game yourself. Yeah, we've got the best striker, best keeper in the world, but the rest of the team needs to be sorted out before we get anywhere near the high levels. And don't get me wrong, I'm not panicking about our team or season. I'm not. I'm being realistic though about where we are right now. We're not the finished article. We're nowhere near it yet by any stretch of imagination. Are we a bad team? No, we're not a bad team at all. We're probably top 3 in the Premier League. That's pretty fair right now. I think we're the best right now. Really, I think we are the best. I think our way forward.
I would say that we're second.
Second, yeah, I'd say. I think top definitely not.
We're better than Chelsea.
Yeah,
who currently sit in 3rd. So as far as I'm concerned, we're second best in the league at the moment.
Yeah, but I've got to talk about another disrespect. Omar Mamouche, Pep. Why aren't you playing him? What is this? Why are you playing Oscar Bomber Savinho on the wings when I know they're packing him? I know they're packing midfield. Because I know that's what we're trying to do. But Mamouche can hit a long shot from anywhere, can shoot on goal, shoot on sight. We need someone like him on the pitch to get a goal. If it ends 2-2, all right, it's a point, not a win. But at least we've got a point out of the game. That's the way I look at it. It's not ideal. I'd rather win the game, but if we can get a point out of it, that'd be ideal. Look, I know he's not a winger. I'm not saying put him on the wing. Put him in the middle. Put Foden on the wing. Players can play around the wing, but Sometimes you've got a player who can score goals. This is what I mean. Helps. He can score goals, but we don't play him in anywhere near enough time to get making an impact. I gave it a quarter of an hour and then didn't do anything. Fine, but like what, 4 minutes of normal time, if that, and then what, 6 minutes of nothing else? Like it just feels like we're just watching the same thing over and over again with Marmoush. And I feel like it's going down the Alvarez route. Where's he play?
I get what you're saying. Were we great? No. Did we deserve to win that game? No. But what I would say is that was one of the worst officiating performances I've seen from the referees I think ever.
I agree with. Yep, I agree with that as
well. The handball in the first half. People say to me, "Oh, that was never a handball." It was a blatant fucking handball. His arm was not in a natural position at all. He actually had his arm close to his chest, and as the shot came in, he extended his arm slightly. So he's actually taken his arm away from being close to his chest to extending it a little bit. I'm sorry, that's a handball, blatant handball.
Agreed. Yep.
The tackle on Foden should have been a penalty. Now all this bullshit about he's got his shot off, he's got his shot off, blah 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 blah. I'm sorry, that is irrelevant. If you're in the middle of the park and you make a pass and then someone goes through the back of you, does the referee go, "Oh, he's already made the pass"? He goes, "No." He brings it back, gives a free kick, and potentially gives a yellow card. I think you could have given a red for that because it was stud showing and it was a dangerous tackle.
Yep.
That then puts them down to 10 men. That changes the trajectory of the game. That offside, I'm sorry, you can draw up your shitty little cartoons all you want. I'm sorry, you can draw up your shitty cartoons all you want. In the cartoon clip that they showed, Diaz was jumping. Diaz was not jumping. Diaz was also closer to the line than what he was when the header was actually taken. He was offside, and PGMOL need to just accept that they got it wrong and put out an apology rather than trying to cover their asses with some made-up fantasy cartoon pictures that they've just decided to whip up after the game. I'm sorry, pathetic.
How have UEFA got better ways of doing offsides in the Champions League? When you watch the offsides of doing the Champions League, which is actually quite good.
Oh, the semi-automated in the Champions League is brilliant.
Because do you know why? European refs, much as not always perfect, they're better than the British referees because they actually follow the fucking rules, mate. Unlike
so what I'm saying is did we deserve to win that game? No, probably not. But if those decisions should have rightfully gone our way in the first half, the penalty for the handball and the penalty for the free kick, the penalty for the tackle on Foden. If both of them would have gone in, that would have changed the trajectory of the game.
Yeah.
So I'm sorry, but it's absolutely pathetic. Refereeing in England is one of the worst out of all of Europe's top 5 leagues.
It's disgraceful.
In fact, I'd probably say it is the worst. It's pathetic.
Yeah. You wonder why World Cups don't really take our referees to play World Cups because they're fucking wank, mate. Honestly, exactly, Kels. Like this is the thing. Why UEFA and FIFA have you semi-automated offside? Why can't we have the same thing? Why can't it be?
The thing is, they then go and do the same shit in the Villa Leeds game.
But you don't understand, right? Where's consistency?
They're consistently crap.
It's consistently shit.
Yeah.
Listen, you're how I am, mate. Like again, I'm not saying right. I mean, look, you're right. The decisions didn't help us at all whatsoever in terms of the game. I think with me, right, it's just kind of like I take that on board and I'm frustrated and pissed off of it, but I don't always use it as the reason why we didn't win the game. I think, oh look, it's kind of like it's part of the reason. why we didn't win the game.
By the way, I'm not saying that the whole reason that we lost the game
Oh God,
was
no!
because
Yeah,
of really piss poor refereeing. That's
part
not the case at all.
part of the problem. Part of the
I
reason.
actually said before that statement that I I didn't think we should have won that game regardless. But what I'm saying, if those decisions had have rightfully gone our way, that would have changed the trajectory of the game, and we probably would have come away with a win.
Yeah. Here's a question though for the chat: would you have started Reinders instead of Bernardo Silva in that game Saturday? Or do you think
No, I actually thought that the initial team selection was bob on. I actually thought that everyone that was playing should have been playing.
Yeah. By the way, man of the match this Everton game, by the way, is Pickford, by the way. Pickford's
by far. He's been incredible.
Did this guy give a fucking pay rise, mate? I suppose this guy's keeping Everton in this game. It's incredible. Bro, 12th, 11th place. I know we lost, but we're top. At least we're third, 11th place. £400 million Liverpool, £400 million Liverpool in the summer, and you're bloody 11th. This team, right, with their Isak up front, but there's one goal, by the way.
Then football's a really funny game. You know, we were talking. You were talking before about based on last season, are we title contenders this season? No, we're not. But then, based on last season, would Liverpool be in the position that they're in? Now, you could probably say some of these results are a result of maybe losing a teammate, but then I don't necessarily think that is true because they started off the season with wins.
Mm-hmm.
Granted, they were scrappy wins, and they were struggling to win, but ultimately they were winning games. They even beat Arsenal. They even beat Arsenal. So for me, I don't think that plays too much of a part, although it might have some contributing factor as to why they're not so great this year.
Yeah.
It's a difficult one because it's almost like even in house captain. It's a difficult one because it's almost like a carbon copy of us last year. Started off the season with getting wins and seemed to be grinding out the points, and then all of a sudden this huge decline. It's almost like a carbon copy of where we were at this period of the season last year. It's weird.
Well, I've always said, like Liverpool have worse results than we do, and bear in mind that when I'm going into the 1-13 sort of time now as well. If you notice that, right, about yesterday or the day before was 1 year since Man City 0, Tottenham 4. We're now in the November period where we got cooked on a regular basis. And this week, ironically, is also a year since Feyenoord. You know the game we're on about. So, you know what I mean?
I know exactly what game you're on about. The game that we were winning comfortably and then ended up.
My head was gone. My head 3-0 up and we drew 3-0. Yeah.
Come on, Everton. You've got about a minute and a half to go.
Big up Ashkun, by the way. Big up anyone in the chat as well. I know a lot of you guys are in LB chat. Big up to you, obviously, for coming. Well, not coming over. I know he's not live right now, but big up to you guys, obviously, for coming in to stream chat with us. This is the thing, right? And we do, because if Bernardo Silva's going to lead the club this summer, we need someone to come in to replace him.
I've got my own idea on who I think it should be, but
yeah, that's cool. No, I mean, the thing is, right, I can see us. I mean, Martin was saying it on his review show on Sunday. He can see him assign some players in January. I think
I can. I can really see us going for a winger in January.
We have to. I'm sorry, mate. Doku, by the way, I will say it on Saturday. Probably our best player on Saturday. Wasn't perfect himself, but it's this season. I've got to say it. Not purple patch. They're playing very well this season. It's good to see him part of the team and a part of the attack. Bob, it's his first proper year. I'm gonna give him this year before I judge him properly. But
I've also got. I was just going to say, for me, if anybody who knows me knows that I absolutely adore Ryan Cherky. Like, I think the guy is unbelievable footballer. Like,
yeah,
I love the tacky ball that he plays. Exceptional footballer, and definitely
Everton gets in.
Definitely did.
TV rage. He was sat there thinking, "Oh, I'm gonna win my game anyway." Hold that,
Definitely, destined for stardom. Like he's for me 10 out of 10 baller. Yeah. But he cannot play right wing. I'm sorry, he can't.
No,
he is a central player, and he needs to play centrally.
Play Bob, Savio, or Foden. I don't care. That is
I personally, for me, I would be putting Foden out there. I think Foden, whilst I don't particularly like Foden out on the right, I think he is right now the best option that we have as a right winger. You have to play Cherky centrally. I actually argue and say he might be okay on the left, but for me, he's very, very good in tight spaces, and playing him out on the wing is just not the best way to utilise him at all. He's had 2 performances now where he's played out on the wing against Liverpool and Newcastle, and he was fairly poor in both.
Also, our away form, by the way, has been shocking. 3 losses already. I know it's only 3 losses, but if you factor it in, right, like 3 losses, a draw, like it's just Brighton, Villa, and Newcastle are games you need to be getting wins in if you want to be winning a league title. But they're all tough games. I'm not saying that they're easy games at all. They're not easy games at all. But Brighton was a failure on our own part because we won the lap and we threw it away. Villa were terrible the entire game, pretty much, apart from towards the end, I suppose. But then, at Newcastle, it was a back and forth game, and we just couldn't get any control in the game at all.
No,
we got to start getting that away form sorted out because again, our next away game is Fulham, but after that, it's Palace.
Yeah, the away form does concern me, and the way that we're playing away from home at the moment. I'm fairly confident with Fulham, but I am not confident at all with Palace. Not at all.
I'll say it right. I trust the goalkeeper. Well, both keepers. I trust Donnarumma. They're fine to me. Nunes, I like Nunes. Defense, I just don't know whether long term he's the guy we would go with long term to right back. Because I don't think he was he bad against Newcastle? Would you say was he an issue?
I wouldn't say he was bad, but I wouldn't say he was great either. Like he was. It was like a 6 out of 10 performance. Like he was just there. He didn't do anything bad, but he didn't do anything good either.
This is what I mean. Like, so do you bring Husnov back into the team right back?
For me, Husnov should be our starting right back. I think his recovery pace is exceptional. His one-on-one defending is exceptional. His aerial duels is exceptional. That there is nothing for me that wouldn't put him at right back.
This is Kevin's right. The thing is, right, anyone judging Cherky right now, it's first season. £30 million. There's no price tag worries of him because again, the price we got for him, by the way, is a ridiculous steal anyway.
Yeah.
So we got to let this guy develop. He's 22 years old. We got to let this guy just build and get better.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. I just don't think he's very good on the wing.
No, he's not. But and this is what I mean, people. We're working out the team. Which players need to go? Because again, bear in mind, a lot of these players, I'm like, right, you good enough? No, get him up, play again. Like, I think the keeper and the striker and probably maybe the centre back and DM, I think I'm probably just about good now. The cam, I'm a bit like, well, Cherky and Foden can play that. That's fine. It's more the players around them that I can look at now that we've got to try and get sorted. But is O'Reilly the long-term left back for a football club? I'm not saying he shouldn't deserve to be, but like, do you think long-term he should be the left back for City?
O'Reilly?
Yeah, because I think it
Yeah,
was balanced Saturday. I think him and Nunes just did all right. They're fine.
I absolutely love O'Reilly at left back. He's great going forward. Defensively, he's quite solid. He's tall, so he's good in aerial duels. He's also good. What I like about him in other teams, he wouldn't be a very good left back, but for Manchester City, he's exceptional at left back because there's been a couple of games this season, or a couple of goals, should I say, this season. The one for me that stands out more is the one against Liverpool, where I'm pretty sure like everyone touched the ball, or it might have been Haaland's first goal actually,
By the way, just
where
Liverpool 12th now.
yeah,
carry on. Before a little bit of a laugh. Carry on.
He's very important to the start of our build-up play. Back when we had a goalkeeper in Edison who could put a pass on the eye of a needle, and could play out really, really well from the back. O'Reilly's kind of taken that upon himself to be that main starting point of starting off the build-up. So, like the goal against Liverpool, where it was, I'm pretty sure it was Haaland's first goal that ended up at Nunes crossing it into Haaland for Haaland's header. That all started from O'Reilly holding up the ball at the corner flag, spinning Salah, and then playing a pass out.
Yeah,
like he's very, very good. And you never see left backs that are comfortable taking their man on. He's quite happy to sit in left back, defend, but then if one of the wingers is coming at him, he'll quite happily take that winger on and most of the time beat them. Like his passing's exceptional, his defensive side's exceptional, aerial duels are exceptional. He's another one that's fairly good at getting back. I don't think he would be a very good left back. I mean, you say that he's played 2 games for England at left back and was exceptional in both of them as well. So I don't know. For me, I think he's young. He's going to develop as well. He's only going to get better. And the fact that this is only his 2nd season at left back and he's performing the way he is, he's only going to get better. So,
yeah. And the thing is, Dash, I actually agree. I think Foden for me, right, is definitely playing more of the 8 role, more than the 10 role now. I think for us, Shirky's more than 10. If I'm being real, out of 2. But I think in a way that's a good thing because if you have Reinders and Foden as the 8s, that's fucking brilliant 8s, by the way. Foden and Reinders 8s. Like, I mean, Reinders for me will come good. Like over time, he will come good. I know he will come good because I think he's. For me, Reinders to me, people were judging him over too much over doing it a little bit. Like that Wolves game for me didn't do him a lot of favors. Sadly, it was that good of a debut. It's like, damn it, like because it's a high standard, and it shows how good he is. And
for me, if Reinders can start getting himself stuck in and winning his duels, I've got no problem with putting him in there every week. The problem is he doesn't win his duels. No. In the Premier League this season, bearing in mind he's tall, in the Premier League this season, he's only won 2 aerial duels.
Yeah, he's got to learn. He's got.
He's only won 27 duels. Bearing in mind, in God knows how many games that we've played, he's only won 27 duels and 2 aerial duels. Like that is poor. Like, do you remember? I think it was last season, actually. Do you remember last season that we were saying that Gundogan seemed to be backing out of duels? He was backing out of 50-50s and he wasn't winning his duels. And that's, for me, I kind of feel like it's the same with him. I don't know whether it's a Man City thing and he's been told to stay away from duels that he might or might not win. But still, like... I need to see him win some duels, and if he can do that, I've got no problems with him starting.
But before we carry on with this, right? Liverpool lost to Forest 3-0 at home, by the way.
I know.
Even when we were crap last season, by the way, we never got cooked by a relegation team 3-0 at home. I'm sorry, right? This Liverpool team, mate. All the first injured doesn't matter, mate. He's still 00 whatever in the Premier League anyway. Like this guy, mate.
That's just forced now, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? Oh, he got 2 assists for Germany, yeah, but he can't do nothing in the Prem.
Bro, Voldemort carry Germany, not fucking Verts. Like, you know, he's a big tall fuck of a Newcastle carry some more. Liverpool, right? I'm sorry, right? Slot should be sacked. How is he still in a job still? I have no idea. They're 12th, mate. And the thing is, they got PSV next, mate. They could lose to PSV. Who's the second?
Yeah,
like, and it, mate, and after they got West Ham. West Ham are actually playing better now on the Nuno now. West Ham could beat them. There's a chance that if they're not careful, they could get dragged into the relegation zone. A la United and Tottenham. That would be something, mate. Imagine Liverpool fan trying to explain a relegation that's spending £40 million summer. It would be the most hilarious. Honestly, we would do a 24-hour laugh along, just laughing at Liverpool, like
that would be like unheard of. Spending that level of money. Like you look at Newcastle now, yeah. They've got in Voltamada, who's for them. He's been brilliant for them. Did you know? Crazy stat. The save that Donnarumma made against Voltamada in the City Newcastle game is the first time that a goalkeeper has saved a Voltamada shot this season.
Yeah, no, and he defeated me a header as well. He was a lot of good saves. But big up Steve, by the way. Good to see Steve in the chat.
Nice to see you, Steve, mate.
It is blue. Everton are clear Liverpool right now, mate. With 10 men at Old Trafford, it won 1-0. Bro, you had Ambrose United go to Anfield and winning 2-1.
Do you know what? United as well. I watched them tonight. They are so bad.
To me, there's only one good player that actually rated in that team, and Bumo. I might make what you doing at United.
They are really bad. Like on the ball, like they get forward quite a lot, but they don't do anything with it. But on the ball, they don't look comfortable at all.
Him and Cunha should be something like Newcastle. They should be. Like honestly, Cunha at Newcastle.
Oh, look at Johan Visser.
Yeah, but what's injured now, isn't he?
Yeah, I know, but he came from Brentford and went to Newcastle.
Imagine if Wissa, Voltamada, like and Bumo and Cunha. What a team that would be! And Gimaration tonight. That'd be an elite team, top 40. That'd be. Let's say Newcastle, me by the way. I will say it right. They played very well. By the way, good chances against us. I thought Harvey Barnes was actually really good in the game. For Voltamada, very good. Like, I think they kind of deserve. I know people will say, "Oh, they didn't deserve it." I think they deserved it in the end. I think it took chances. Yes, they got the stuff to referee decisions. Fair enough, they did. It could be a draw another day. It's one of them games where, like, I think it was a crazy game. It was no control from anyone in that game. Couldn't get grip of it ourselves in the game, but they won 2-1. It is what it is. Like. We can get mad at what we want, right? And rightly so, we get mad at referees for what we want. But Newcastle won the game 2-1, didn't they? So it's down to us to score. The fact that our only goal came from a defender tells you need to know about that game. I mean, Haaland, right? Haaland that game. Well, I wouldn't say he was terrible, was he? Terrible, but he just couldn't score, could he?
I wouldn't say he had fantastic chances. To be honest with you, he had that. One that was fizzed at him, which he ended up getting like a half volley shot away against Pope, and just it was straight at him. He had a couple of like headers or half headers. The one that stands out for me was the Foden shot where he put it like wide. That was like I don't think that we created that much for Haaland, to be fair. Like, I think if you actually look back at the game, he only really had maybe 2 or 3 semi-decent chances. Like, I wouldn't...
Is do you know what it is, right? I don't think it was necessarily like terrible. I think it was just. It's one of them games where, like, you remember when we won 3-2 against Newcastle a couple of years ago when Bob scored the winning goal and De Bruyne. It was one of them kind of games, wasn't it, where it was back and forth. It was insane.
Do you know what I said on the panel show on LB's show? It reminded me of that because we brought Bob on and everyone was saying like, why has he brought Bob on? And I said I said I genuinely think that Pep's thought process behind it was he brought him on against Newcastle last time and he ended up getting the late winner. Maybe he can do something like that again. I felt like it was like a last ditch attempt, like he'd run out of ideas and this was the best that he got.
I think
I mean, I'm not Pep. I'll never ever be Pep. At the end of the day, Pep's a genius, and the guy's knowledge on football is way surpassed mine. I'm just a fan, but that's how it came across.
But unfortunately, if you got one player that was on the pitch, Kevin De Bruyne was actually fully fit and firing. Yeah. That's the thing. And this is the thing. Ryan Cherky and Phil Foden are not Kevin De Bruyne. It doesn't mean they're bad players, by the way, but they're not De Bruyne ilk level players. They're not, or yet. Anyway, yet.
The one that I don't get is I don't get taking off Doku for Savio.
No, I don't.
I don't get that.
Like Ryan is coming on for like Bernardo Silva. Yeah, I got that.
And also bringing Foden off wasn't against that. I thought Foden was poor, but bring on Mamouche and play him as a 10.
I would have gone Mamouche on the Foden and Reinders on for Bernardo about an hour in. Both can shoot long shots. And then they can go to something.
Yeah, and don't get me wrong. Like I wasn't against Savio coming on the pitch either. But you don't take off Doku, take off Cherky.
Do you know what it is with Savio? People with Savio, right? He wasn't great, but it wasn't the worst player on the pitch. I think people need to understand this, right? Like
Savio was awful. He offered nothing, absolutely nothing.
No,
but what I would say is, Savio needs to stop shooting because there was that chance where it was like right near the end of the game and he had a shot and it was closer to the roof than it was to the goal. It was horrendous.
Just focus on shooting inside the box rather than outside the box.
Just stop throwing your foot at it and hoping it goes near the net.
Yeah, like you're not Neymar, mate. You aren't Neymar.
Like... for me, like the guy cannot shoot. Someone needs to tell him stop shooting because he is not him.
Or in training, just please stop practicing shooting a lot more, please.
I just say to him like, some people just aren't cut out for doing certain things. Like you wouldn't ask Haaland to be a right back because the guy ain't a right back. Like,
I know what you mean.
You wouldn't ask Haaland to go in goal because it's he's not very good at saving the ball with his hands. Like it's just one of them. It's like an old man that's starting to go bald and recede his hair. Like stop clinging on, just shave it all off. Like it's the same with Doku, like same with Savio. Like just stop trying to take half rushed shots. Like you can't shoot, mate. Just pass.
It wasn't great at all. It wasn't. Well, the thing is, Steve, he needs to start doing the basics on shooting third before he does anything else. Like again, to get confidence in himself, he needs to start shooting inside the box and getting the goals first. Then you start building confidence outside for shooting outside the box. Because if just hitting shots like that randomly doesn't make a lot of sense. It's a good angle to shoot, do it, but don't do it for the sake of it.
That I tell you, mate, that goal against Juventus was looking back at it now, is one of the luckiest goals I've ever seen in my life. Because, like, he will never, ever do that again.
I
mean, he
thought
tries.
he's fucking arrived. Like, no, he hasn't arrived. He's still fucking. He's still there. He's still in America. Come back. We need you back. The thing is, right? Like, for me, like Doku for me has definitely come on and actually done what he needs to do. And I'm happy. Remember, he's doing that. Bob, I need to see a lot more before I decide where he's going to be. But I think there's potential in him. Savinho needs to be where Doku's at right now. He needs to be where Doku's at. We can't have one winger balling out, one winger learning, which I understand because he's been injured last season and get back into it. But we can't have one winger just like coming and going form. I need both wingers firing. We can't do this, you know what I mean? So he needs to work on it. He needs to get himself back. Right. Don't give him any ideas. My moves a striker, Harlan right.
I mean, Pep would probably try it knowing him.
He
I mean,
would.
we've had Fabian Delph
crazy
left
ball
back,
pass, he
so-
would. Yeah. We did, Keely. We did. We were sold a dream. weak foot as well. Yeah, it's like the perfect combination of like luck, just the gods going down on you.
Like, do you know what it reminds me of? Yeah, you know when something falls off like the side of the counter or whatever, and you manage to just save it quickly, and then you start like doing that, thinking that you're Spider-Man. It's like, where did that come from? Like, it kind of reminds me of like something's falling off the side, and your reactions, you just like bam, and you catch it, and then you're like I'm a Spider-Man. Like that's kind of like Savio, mate. It's like he had that one wonder goal against Juve, and now he thinks that he's Messi, mate. You know what I mean?
The force. Yeah, it's just
he needs to stop doing that and realise that it was a one-off.
Not fucking Spider-Man, right? You're fucking big up, Oliver. I'm going to be real, right? I said the start of the season. I know we kind of said first, but I originally went second. And I think that's probably where I'm going to be at the moment. Right now, I'm going to say second, but that could obviously change if we improve our away form and we start being more consistent. Because I think Nick Jackson said perfectly on Twitter earlier on. He said something as me, like he says that the thing is, like, we're not far away from being that title team, but we're still a few players away, a few chinks. We're not quite the team we need to be yet. And that's fine, especially after that bad word last season. But I don't think we're there yet in what we need to be for it to be a title winning team. Again, I'm not saying we can't do it. We definitely can do it, but I just think now,
I still think we can.
Okay. Yep.
I still think we can, but we need to sort our away form out. Like, desperately need to sort that out.
Yeah.
Don't forget, mate, we've been 14th in November before now and gone on to win the league.
Yeah, I'm not saying it isn't going to happen. I'm just saying right now, I would say second. But if I want to be proven wrong, I think we can do it. It's more of where I think right now on where we are. But again, remember, right? I will say it, right? I'm not saying it's over. We're 12 games in November.
7 points is not a lot, really. When you think we've still got to play Arsenal at the Etihad.
That's 4 points if we beat them, and then they can draw twice, and then So it's not. It's more of a case of we can't afford to keep fucking up away from home. Palace needs to be a win, mate.
And when you think about it as well, the thing that City always thrive best at, and that is playing regular football.
Well,
we always seem to do better when we're playing 3 games a week,
mm-hmm.
or always. And you look at Arsenal, and I don't think that they've got it in them to do that in the Champions League and the Premier League and any other competition that they're trying to fight for. I don't see it.
Well, don't be wrong, right?
Sorry, go on, mate. I was just going to say, like, their focus this year, obviously their focus is going to be on winning the Prem. But their focus this should be this year is just winning anything, because they've not won anything.
Yeah, to be fair, madness.
Like, Slot is almost like the Dutch Arteta, isn't he? Like, he inherited a team from someone else's manager, ended up, winning something with it, and then bought his own players in and has done jack shit. Like it's almost identical to Arteta.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you know what it is? Well, because obviously I watched the game yesterday. Spurs game. By the way, I knew Arsenal beat Spurs anyway. I knew it would. And I'll tell you, mate, one player, right, that has carried them, mate, that people don't often rate or actually realise that's an issue for us is Trossard. He always gets them the goal in a tight game. He's always him. He's like Ulloa for Leicester and who's the other guy? Origi for Liverpool. 3 players that aren't of a great quality, but can get you goals, winning tight games. If he gets injured, Trossard, that's a big issue for them. Bigger than any other player they've got because when it's not going their way, who scores the goals for them?
I think it's a big issue for them at the moment. With Gabriel missing.
Oh yeah.
I think that is a big issue for them. I also think that you can't be spamming out Declan Rice the amount that you are, because inevitably he will end up becoming a Rodri, and it's telling now, isn't it? The fact that Rodri was spammed out so much year after year after year, and he picked up the ACL injury and he's never really fully recovered. Like, yeah, it's a different kind of injury now. He's got the hamstring problem, but like this is the result of what happens when you spam out a player game after game after game, year after year after year. Like, I know they've got Zubimendi, but like Zubimendi for me is not on the same wavelength as Declan Rice. He's not.
Yeah.
Saka has 29 games, 0 assists now.
Yeah.
So I don't even think Saka's him, to be honest with you. I actually think Eze bailed them out in the North London derby.
By the way, right, he was great. Hat trick, brilliant.
Yeah, he was.
I'm actually a fan of Eze. I rate him. He is an Arsenal. I think he's a good player, man. He's a. I wish he got him at City. And I know we have other players, but I do rate Eze as a good player. I think he in that cup final gets us. He got the goal, gets to the final. He was good. He was good in the final as well. Very talented player, man.
Like I would say that Arsenal are probably one injury away from also falling off, and that's without the run of games as well. Because let's not forget, these games come thick and fast. If you're spamming Declan Rice out game after game after game, 3 games a week, there will come a point where his legs start to go tired. So. What I would say is we have strength in depth. You look at our bench, and whilst our bench isn't exceptional, we have players that you can bring off the bench that could normally see out games. I'm not saying that we have players on the bench that are game changers, but we have players on the bench that can see out games.
Yeah, I agree on that.
If we needed to take off Ruben Diaz and bring on John Stones, like John Stones could see a game out for us. If we needed to bring off Bernardo Silva and put on Tijani Reinders, he could see a game out for us. If we needed to bring off Haaland and put on Mamouche, he'll see the game out for us.
By the way, right, how is Stones still fit?
I don't know, but it's a miracle.
Like, he's for a month. He's been playing how many games for England? He's still fit. Have we turned the corner? New contract? I hope so.
But you look. What I'm saying is you look at Arsenal.
Yeah.
They need to take off Gabriel or Saliba, and they're bringing on like what Mosquera,
and Hincapie as well,
and Hincapie. Like, those aren't players that are necessarily going to see out games for Arsenal.
But this is what I mean. Like, and also, mate, game week 12 it's just gone. Game week 12. But it was 4 games in 12. Yeah, we have, which isn't great. We'll say as it is. That's 1/3 of the games we've lost. But we'll say as it is.
I think what the positive I would take away from that is we haven't drawn many.
No, and also we've got Villa Park out of the way. We've got Emirates out of the way. We've got Newcastle now out of the way. We've got Tottenham at home. Well, we've got it's had to go to Tottenham, obviously, but that's in January, February. We've got who else we got out of the way?
We've got Liverpool at home out of the way.
And United home out of the way.
And United at home out of the way. Yeah.
And we've got a good run of games coming up, haven't we?
And also Brighton away. Brighton away is never an easy place to go.
Oh yeah, it's been there twice. Lost 2-1. I think that games like Brighton will learn from. I think we'll
by the way, next year I am taking your bank card off you. You are not going.
Yeah, I'm not going. I'm done going Brighton. It's a shithole anyway. It's a shithole. I'm not going Brighton anymore. It's crap.
I will take your bank card off you. You are not going.
Mate, honestly, I've been there twice, mate. I've done it now. I don't want to go anymore. It's awful.
And you are certainly not going to the Tottenham Stadium. Absolutely no chance.
Home games, though. Yeah, crack on. We win. But no, I'm going to see.
And if we get through to a semi or a final, you're not going Wembley either.
Well, no. Semi-final, we always win. So that.
You can go to a semi, but you're not going to final.
Yeah, so not the whole hog. No, we won the last two. Although, yeah, well, if we lose the third final in a row, man, like, yeah, well, we're fucking shit. We've got the third final in a row. Oh, yeah, I've done Brighton away now. It's just an absolute pain in the ass to get to. Like, the thing is, with Brighton, right? It's not actually in Brighton; it's in Falmer. It's right outside of Brighton. So you got to get a train into Brighton and get a train from Brighton. About 10 minutes to Falmouth. It's a fucking nightmare, honestly. That sounds like, yeah,
a bit like Man United, isn't it? Really, you've got to get a train to Manchester and then get a bus to Salford.
Yeah, exactly. Because it's not actually Manchester, is it?
No.
Oh god, it's funny. Yeah, but you know what I mean. Like, it's just when game week 12, you know, what helps, even though we drew there, we still literally like Arsenal battled us. They didn't battle us at all.
If anything, it was the other way around. I thought we were by far the better team.
Yeah, exactly. Big up FIFA, mate. Savvy hat trick. If that happens, mate, I will pay. Mate, if that happens, mate, Savvy hat trick. I mean, I think the world would end probably if that happened.
Yeah, it would.
The end is near.
I mean, Savio shot on target do me, to be honest with you.
No goal? What? If I see a Bush,
I would be astounded if he had the shot on target.
If I see Bush goal, Savio, what? Goal video? Excuse me.
Did you see? Someone put on X? Someone put a tweet out. It was like Hater Central or something like that, and he put out. Savio's so shit. They've dropped the Enio from his name.
I laughed. I was like, "Oh, that's brilliant." And you put, he said, "I'll come out nice."
That was so good.
He put Haaland put on Hater Central. Yeah, fair enough. Haaland put on. It was going to come at some point, and he finally got his chance to put it. I mean, to be fair, he's been waiting a long time, but Haaland on Hater Central. So fair enough. Like, you know what? Respect to him. That guy that runs that account, mate, he's brilliant at what he does. He roasts for Isak. Everyone gets cooked. Everyone gets cooked on there. It's brilliant, honestly. You their own players, man. Like, you know what? They play crap, cook them. It's that simple, mate. At the end of the day, mate, it's football, mate. It's football. When you play well, you get praised. But when you play terribly, you get cooked. That's how it works, man. I think we can, Ollie. I think we can. I think these players, right? We've got a good run. We've got Leverkusen, Leeds. What is it? Is it Fulham away and Sunderland, isn't it? After that, then Madrid away. Which won't be easy, that one. Although, funny enough, mate, V Junior last 10 games, 0 goals, 0 assists. Same with Savio, by the way. Same with Savio. Rodrigo, mate, 29 games, no goals. It's
I
like
don't think Real Madrid are very good this year. The fact that they got beaten by Liverpool, who are dog shit this season.
and Drew with Elche. You see, I watched the game yesterday. Was it the 2-2 draw? Bellingham literally saved them from losing the game, mate.
Wow.
And by the way, right, as Inter Miami beat Cincinnati last night, but Messi got a goal and 3 assists last night. I was like, fucking. He got a Trivela assist. Like this guy, I don't care if it's MLS, mate. 38 whipping out Trivela assists in games like that. It's like, honestly, mate, that guy, man, I don't care how old he is, man. He's an unbelievable player, Messi. Unbelievable player. You know, the thing about it, MLS, one of his league is actually getting better anyway. But there's with Son playing there now as well for LA and that. It's nice to see certain players that go in there and sort of actually raising the league standards a bit more, which is nice. So it's a bit Messi being there as well, sort of getting young players coming through. It's nice to sort of see that because of Arsenal. Savio and Johnny need transfers. Yeah, they do. Yeah. Okay, which is. Do you think City can have these games after Madrid? Well, the thing is, Ollie, I think Madrid we can win there. The thing is, I actually think we can beat Madrid away. It's just that we've got to make our away, but we've got to make sure our away form isn't stupid. Like we've got to our away form needs to improve.
The one game I don't see us winning, I'm going to be real. Like I don't see us beating Palace, like at all.
Well, yeah, that's because Mateta's doing well right now. Is it Pino? Pino, he's a baller, mate. He's like as he's doing well, mate. Pino's doing brilliantly for them. To replace him, yeah. He's doing really well for them. Take Martin as well, but before Brighton away. Notice the average age of the team that finished the game was yesterday. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's a very young team, and it same as unbelievable. We had 12 league games coming up. We're 9 out of 10 times should be a win. Are we win 12 games in a row? Probably not, but we could. Let's go. Well, Alf, exactly. And we both said this before on the show last week. If we can go on a good run of games and get some wins again, Arsenal have got Bayern on Wednesday, and Bayern Wednesday they've got Chelsea away. Chelsea, by the way, are playing all right at the moment, and Palmer's back from injury.
I think Bayern give Arsenal a bit of humble pie, to be honest with you.
Harry Kane against Mosquera and Hickempy, or Saliba Hickempy, and Elise against Cauliflower? Oh, Calafiori. Yeah, that was it.
Calamari, innit?
Calamari, and then you got Luis Diaz against Timber. I'm a good watch. To be fair, I'm actually a good watch seeing Timber against Diaz.
Bayern are gonna destroy him because I'm not being funny. We went to the Emirates and nearly beat him. We should have beat him.
If we had Cherki and Marmoush fit for that game, I do wonder what happened. It's a shame.
Well, for me, it was just that one little error at the end of the game. Apart from that,
Eze one ball. Really was it Eze's good ball over the top? Wasn't it? And it was a good chip from Monelli. It is what it is, isn't it? It's what it is. It's what it is. It's football, isn't it? It's a game of 5 margins at times, isn't it? And when you get unlucky, it happens. Well, Darsh, at least you're unbeaten. I mean, what I've seen mostly semi-final wins and 2 losses in the final. So I'm gonna avoid the next final just to make sure we get the win before I go again. All right, I want to see at least one win. I don't want us to lose because I'm going. All right, I'm gonna make sure of that. So next time we get to, if there's Carabao Cup or Africa, I won't go to it.
I'm driving down Southampton and sticking you in the boot of the car if you go anywhere near Wembley.
Well, I'm not there. If we're not there, you'll be like, fuck. It's not him. We're just shit. At that point. Oh, mate, Alfie does. He watches those games, mate. Like a Liverpool like that. Verts, the 0015. Like, how is Verts, man? They've got AGNA in Premier and we're in November. How? It's almost Christmas. They've got in GNA. Yeah. Like Grealish had like 6-7 GNA at this point. How? Like what is going? And people hate on Grealish and Cherki. You fuckers! Like if Verts was playing for us, mate, at no GNA in December, imagine the cookings we'd be getting. Imagine the cookies we'd be getting, and that was Cherki, man. Crazy. Anyway, a big up Nam. Should be patient with Bob. We should yes. With Bob, I want to give him time. I feel like for me, it's like I want to see more of him before I judge whether is good enough yet. I haven't seen enough of him to really say he's good yet. Yes or no? It's probably his first full season for us anyway. But if I'm being real, if by next season he's not playing at a good level, then we've got to be real. Like, we can't wait forever for him. It's got to be. I've got to see a sign of something from him. I can't just have him around. Like, again, I like Bob. I like Noosa as well for Norway. Like, both players are good for Norway, but for club, I've got to see more from him in club.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, I agree.
Yeah. So, yeah, George, do you know what? Right, what we'll do? I think we'll enter him in a little bit anyway. We'll quickly do a preview for the game tomorrow before we wrap up. Obviously, how do you feel about tomorrow anyway? I feel pretty good about tomorrow. I think Leverkusen they're a weird team. Leverkusen, mate, they're a weird team.
I don't rate them.
Well, Echeverry, mate. You see Pep, Echeverry, his agent, mate. Oh, mate, his agent, mate. And I can't believe, right, the player and agent, right, the arrogance of both of them, thinking they could go to a club like Leverkusen and just get in there because of who they are. Like, I'm sorry, mate, but you've got to start somewhere in Europe. Like,
yeah.
And I feel like that's going to be a real killer blow to his career if he's not careful. Because I just feel like he's just, he could have remade himself at Girona, which is not a big club, but he could have gone to Girona like Vito Hayes has done. He's gone there and done, and he's got better and better at Girona, and they're doing a lot better now.
He'd have made Girona better. So,
yeah, exactly. I just feel like it's just some players need to have patience, man. When it comes to going on alone and when you're young players, you know what I mean. But I'll a bit of holiday, mate. It's just being the stream, man. Much good to see you in the chat as well. Well, I think I've seen the chat, mate. But big up to you, mate. Right, before we wrap up, people, leave predictions in the chat for the game tomorrow. Leave a like as well if you haven't done it already, and subscribe if you're new. On the road to 1.3k. I would do a repetitive lineup, mate, but let's be real, right? I'll go with the same sort of team anyway. Or maybe Ryan does in for Bernardo Silva if possible, but it's more the same team, really.
I would probably rest one or two. I would probably rest Cherky.
Yep.
Actually, no, I wouldn't. I would rest Foden.
Yep.
I will put Cherky in the 10, and I will put Savio out on the right.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, I would probably stick with the same team.
Yeah, I'd probably say that's the same sort of thing as well. Yeah, I think like there's no point of us changing the whole team up, is there? It's a UCL game.
I might even. No, I wouldn't. No, I wouldn't. I was going to say I might even give Doku a rest and play Mamouche, but given the fact that it's Leeds on the weekend, I'm not hugely concerned. Like if we were going into like a game on the weekend where we were playing like United, Liverpool, Arsenal, Chelsea, one of them, I would be making a few more changes. But given the fact that it's Leeds, I'd probably keep Doku out there.
Yeah, that's fair enough. Yeah. I will go Man City 3-0 nil tomorrow. I think it'll be 3-0. Just for me, it's 3 points tomorrow. 3 points, get close to qualifying for the knockouts and the last 16. I want to avoid them playoffs, mate, as much as possible. I want to get guaranteed top 8. That should be the priority this moment. So.
If we win this game against Bayern, it's nearly secure, isn't it? Top 8.
I wouldn't mind getting a draw at the Bernabeu. A draw at Bernabeu if possible, and then beat Galatasaray. A bit of glimpse, because the thing is, I look at a group, mate. As long as we take every game seriously, we could very easily get maximum points out of it. Very easily get maximum points. I mean, the thing is, it very easily could be a 18-point or some 21-point swing if in Monaco. So I think UCL. I think our team is set up well for the UCL event. I think in the league we're not quite there yet. I think a bit in the away form, but we are getting somewhere. We are getting somewhere.
Yeah, we are getting somewhere. It is definitely an improvement on what we've seen this time last year.
Yeah, 100%. Well, it's night and day for the times I've had last year, but I think
I would probably go as far as saying it's nearly an improvement on the year that we did the 4-peat, because I don't think in the 4-peat we were great either, to be honest with you.
We were carried by like Vardiol playing pretty well in his first year. And
we were the best of a bad bunch in the Premier League that year, because Liverpool weren't great either.
Arsenal had a moment of a decent patch after a break. Then they fell apart at Villa, didn't they? It's Villa, didn't they? So
yeah,
it's I think what we've got to do right is Arsenal drop points, just keep winning your games. Cut the back down again.
I'm not even focused on Arsenal because I know that they'll drop points because the way that they play isn't sustainable.
No, and Tottenham are shit, by the way. We got to stop getting Tottenham in our heads, man, and letting us lose them all the time. We got to stop being Tottenham consistently, man. We got to. The Solid and Spurs and their tactics beat us. It's too easy, man. Especially at home. We do that, we'll beat them easily every time. Every time.
Yeah.
Anyway, big up everyone obviously for tuning in. It's not a long stream as normal, but again, there's a lot of stuff going on this week and a lot of obviously things to sort of plan for. And we'll try and do a stream before Saturday to sort of give a little review of the game, also discuss obviously leagues and that, and give a proper little promotion for the donation on Saturday, as we'll do it now. Sorry, I'll move us out of the way. Obviously, on Saturday, Bevo will be doing the donation on Saturday for the Leeds game at 12:30 at Nexham Bridge. Obviously, Nick Jackson from MCF from 94 and MCFC Food Bank, and also obviously MCFC Food Bank, and Martin will be there as well. So obviously, it says that please note that you only accept new cuddly toys, not used ones, new ones. So if you're bringing a cuddly toy, make sure you either buy a new one. Yeah, sorry, buy a new one. All right, buy a new one. Or is that what it has to be?
It has to be a new one. The places that we're doing donations to don't accept secondhand ones.
Okay.
So yeah,
cool.
Really appreciate it. Anyone that can donate. I know it's a tough time of year for everyone, especially the way that the economy is at the moment. But if you can afford to donate, like I always say, please don't leave yourself short. But if you are able and you are in a position to donate, then it will be gladly received.
Yeah, absolutely. Again, to like Calster, DC, obviously, any international fans, obviously, or fans who want to donate as well to the cause, we will be sharing that information out next week once this has been done, and we're able to sort of share all the sort of the goodness we've done for this. Trust me, we'll definitely get that sorted. Definitely, it will definitely be put out there for you guys. That this has to be the priority for us first. Make sure this is done. This is a success. But do not worry, you'll be able to have your way of donating and contribute overseas. So do not worry. Any support for anyone, might be a super chat or whatever you guys want to do, will go towards charity anyway. So big up to you guys for all the support you've done. Yeah, I'll go more into what we'll do for that later on once it's done. But trust me, we've got a few ideas, a few ideas planned. But to everyone in the chat, Keely, Steve, House Captain, Calx, Dash, FIFA, everyone else in the chat as well that's also been chatting away as well. Big up to you guys as always for tuning in. We do mostly appreciate you guys' support. Obviously on this stream, I know we don't get thousands of viewers, but everyone, a lot of people are enjoying our streams and enjoying them. That's the main thing. That's what we do this for. To everyone sort of tune in, have their say, contribute to the chat, and contribute to what we want to say. Building the community here. It's our community. It's all I like to do. We look forward to obviously growing over many years. We do content for how long that will be, but we'll still be probably the next few years anyway, doing this kind of stuff. And we do appreciate all your support as well. We'll see you guys soon later this week. Sort of talk about the game. Probably, hopefully, it's a good game. Maybe it's not a boring game. Will hopefully be a good one. And we'll
Hope I get a good birthday present. It's my birthday on Wednesday, so Hopefully, I can wake up on Wednesday morning knowing
Not
that we've
miserable.
got an extra 3 points. I'll take that.
Absolutely, guys. So, yeah, guys, have a good rest of your evening. Take care, and I think LB's live now. Anyway, I think I'll try and sort of
Can you do a
redirect?
redirect?
Yeah, they've got to sort it up, but just keep chatting to chat if you want to, mate. So I'm just going to sort this out. Apologies, people. Got to do 2 things at once. Bear with me. Hold on.
Happy 60th. Come on, Steve.
60th. Love it. Love that. I love that, man. Brilliant.
Behave. I'm not even in my 40s yet.
Yet.
Oh, Steve, what have you started? How's captain's jumping on it now? Get me a teddy for my 60th.
You know he would. You know he'd start, mate. You know he'd start. Anyway,
Yeah.
right.
To be fair, I'm not doing much for it. Going out for a curry. So that'll be nice.
Anyway, right. Reactions all been set up. So yeah, Steve. LB is live with Hugh to talk about the.
Hang on a minute. Steve says 40s my arse. I'm not even in my 40s, Steve. I'm in my 30s, mate.
32, aren't you? Or 30? Because you're 33 tomorrow, aren't you? Wednesday, aren't you?
Wednesday, yeah.
So you're 32. I'm 25. I'm 26 in April. Don't feel 26. Fucking hell, Jesus. Anyway, right.
Get me off this stream before Steve starts aging me even more
than
than you already have.
He's getting cooked here, mate.
I know, mate. I know.
60 what? Right, we'll end this now because he's getting cooked constantly here. I hear a bit of a rant coming.
Yeah, finish it quick.
Yeah, right. See you later, guys. Take care. See you next week on the stream, guys. Take care. Have a good rest of your week.